The Philippines has filed 2 diplomatic protests against China over its latest moves in the South China Sea that violated both Philippine sovereignty and international law. The Department of Foreign Affairs said the Chinese violations include the pointing of a radar gun at a Philippine Navy ship in Philippine waters and declaring parts of Philippine territory as part of Hainan province. Here's Bea Bernardo with added details.
The Philippines filed a diplomatic protest against this particular activity of China in our territorial waters. In a Twitter post of Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin, the secretary said the Chinese embassy had already received the complaint. According to the DFA, China violated the sovereignty of the Philippines as well as the international law in 2 incidents. First, the People's Liberation Army Navy vessel pointed a radar gun at a Philippine Navy military vessel inside our territory. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzano ordered the Philippine Navy to provide him complete details of the incident. The secretary said he would consult with experts in the Navy and Air Force on the possible effects of the incident on the country's military ships. The AFP Western Command confirms the ship involved in that incident on February 17 was the BRP Conrado Yap. On that date, the BRP Conrado Yap was conducting a patrol and territorial defense operation in the Kalayaan group of islands. When they arrived at Rizal Reef, they detected radar contact from the Chinese vessel. Despite this, the 2 vessels managed to continue with their voyage. The second violation of China is declaring some parts of the Philippines as their province. The Ministry of National Defense of China earlier announced that they created 2 districts that will manage a huge part of the West Philippine Sea. The first administrative unit is the Nansha District. They will manage the Spratly Islands and Cagitingan Reef, while the Sinsha District is taking charge of the Paracel Island and Scarborough Shoal, both of which are considered as a Philippine territory. Vietnam earlier filed a protest against China and demanded China respect their sovereignty. Malacanang expressed support to the DFAs for its action against China.
Hindi po pwedeng maging issue for public discussion kung anong ginagawa natin in the diplomatic front. We need to do the correct thing even if it's unpopular.
Bea Bernardo for The Nation.